Shall we play a game?
Hello everyone and welcome back to Vintage Gaming Memories. It's been a while since I made a video that was neither Atari nor handheld game related, so this was pretty much overdue. This is something that I was looking to get, but only in the right condition, and I finally found it. This is a Panasonic TR-5050P black and white portable television and AM and FM stereo radio. This was manufactured on January 1981. This one in particular, because there are some that were manufactured in 82 and also in 1980. Now, I'm not a Panasonic collector, but I do have 3 other vintage and really cool looking Panasonic items. A couple of them I made videos already. I have a 1970 Panasonic TR-001, which was considered the world's smallest television and previously owned by a famous television star by the name of Danny Thomas. You can check out that video on the top right over here. I also did a video on my Panasonic TR-1200X, which is a TV, radio, and cassette player boombox from 1982. This is one heavy unit. It's pretty cool looking as well. The video on that is on the top right if you want to check that out. And the last one is a Panasonic RC7469, which is a radio flip clock from 1971. I haven't done a video on it yet, but I'll be doing one sometime soon. It's a really nice clock in perfect condition. You may remember those clocks back in the day when, those numbers would flip every so often, well, every minute. And then you start to stare at it and wonder, how does it do that? But let's get back to this. This is the Panasonic television that needs to come out and breathe. So let's get it out of this big box. Well, here it is. Now, the seller noted on the auction that this all works and that it's in great condition. So far, it does look good. I mean, there are some scuff marks, and it's a little bit dirty with some grime, but that's not a major deal. I can take care of that, and I'm sure it'll look a lot better. But let's examine this closely, and let's start from the front view. On the front here, you can see it has the Panasonic badge right on the speaker grill. Really nice look to it. And then below that, there is an indicator light that says charge, which I'm assuming is when you have this plugged in to charge the rechargeable battery, which I do not have. And then to the right of that, there is a input jack, and it looks like it's going to be a 3.5 millimeter jack. It's labeled air. Let's look to the left side now. On the left side, there's really not much to look at other than the labels that are here. There's a label of caution about not removing the screws, and another label of caution about the rechargeable battery that's being shipped disconnected, which, again, I do not have the rechargeable battery, nor would I want it, because it would be over 40 years old. And that's about it. Nothing much on the left side. Now, let's look at the back. Now, the back side has a compartment that has a cover labeled open with an arrow to the right. Let's open that up. And inside there is where the rechargeable battery would reside. And let's see if you can see it. I'll put some light in it. It's really clean. I hope that comes through. There we go. You can see that there's no corrosion within. Really nice and deep. And what I'll probably end up doing is using that compartment to store the AC cord, so that way I won't lose it when I'm not using this unit. Then now, to the left of that, you have some labels, and they're really good condition. I mean, there's no peeling, no fading. It looks really good. You have first the serial number indicated here. You've got the model number. And then below that, we have a manufacture date of January 1981. Then below all that, we have some adjustment controls. And the first one is labeled contrast. To the right of that is brightness. To the right of that is the vertical hold. And then there are these two here that are 2 holes, which you would use a small flathead screwdriver to adjust the horizontal, which is the H hold, or the height. Now, these two are in a hole for a good reason, I'm sure. One probably is because you shouldn't really need to adjust them, and you probably wouldn't want to accidentally hit it, so it's nice to have it in the hole so you won't accidentally move the adjustments on it. Now, also on the back side here is this metal contraption, which is the antenna. It's a telescopic antenna, and it is in good condition. Actually, better than good condition. It's in great condition because really 42 years old, and actually take that back, 43 years old, and there is no dings, bends, or anything in this antenna. It's all intact, and if I fully open it up, it will extend to 40 inches. So awesome to see that. A lot of these units, whether it be this particular model or anything that's like 40 or 30 years old or whatever it may be, you won't really find, well, you will, but it's hard to find something that has the antenna in good condition because that's something I guess can get neglected at times. But I'm happy to say this one looks great. Now, let's look at the right side. Now on the right side here, we have this nice handle that sets flush in the case when it's not in use. But when you do want to use it, it's just simply lift it up to the right side and it'll snap into place, and then you have a nice handle that you can carry it to transport it. Now below the handle, we have a couple of inputs here, and it's for the external antenna. The first input here is for VHF/FM, and to the right of that is a UHF. The VHF, that stands for very high frequency, and UHF is ultra high frequency. But basically, it's for the antenna to bring in the AV transmission to this unit. To the right of all this, now we have some power connections. The first one on the left side here is for a DC 12 volt in, and then you have the AC cord that would go plugged into the AC jack, and that's what I have right here. This is the original. Also, excellent condition, nothing wrong with the cord, thankfully, because it does have a specific connection size. It's got a little bit of a curve on one end and flat on the other. The two prongs that go in. Now, looking at the bottom. Not really much to see down here. It does look clean. Nothing's cracked. Nothing looks concerning. Happy to say that. Now for the exciting part, the top. Now there's a cover on the control panel on the top here that also serves as a glare guard, I guess you could call it, or a blocker for the television. And you'll see that in a second. But first, let me show you how this works. Simply slide this little cover, and now you've exposed the actual control panel for the top, pretty much for the unit itself. And let's start from the bottom left. This is the power on and volume control. You can see to the far left is off, to the right you can turn it on and then adjust the sound. To the right of that, we have the sliders for the different frequency bands I mentioned. You have the UHF and the VHF for the TV band. To the right of that, we have the selector for either TV or the radio for FM and AM. And then over here to the top right, we have a controller. It's a tuning control. And to the left of that is the display to indicate your channel or station that you've tuned into. And then finally, the best part is this button that is labeled push. So here goes. How cool is that, huh? So it pops open the television here. This is a 5-inch television. It's black and white. I have some cool things to do with this, but what I'll do first, like I do with a lot of these things I get, is let's clean this up and come back in a split second and we'll go try this out. All right, well, it is completely clean and it is smooth, polished nicely. I got a lot of the grime off, a lot of dirt, dust, and whatever you want to call it built up in these little grooves throughout, but it looks great. So we are ready to try this out. Slide this top cover over. Push the button. TV's up and ready to go. And power's off. I've got my trusty AC plug. Okay, I got everything ready to go. It's plugged in. And we'll slide the top. And let's pop it up as well. So it's all ready to go. And we'll first test the radio. So it's off. So volume will be on low when I turn it on. The setting is on VHF for the TV band. But we're going to really care about the radio. So we're going to have it on FM. And we'll just turn this on slowly. Actually, it's tuned in pretty good on the station. Let's put the antenna up to get a better reception, maybe. FM works great. Let's try AM. I'm getting some things. I mean, I'm in the basement. Maybe not the best reception. A higher frequency here and see. All right, AM works great. FM works as well. One more thing to test. Will we get any image from the tube? Okay, well, here we go. We're going to switch this over to TV and see what comes up on the Groove tube. Oh, I love that. Even though no reception, but hey, we do have some image showing on here, whether it's snow or not. I like the snow. I mean, obviously I won't get anything tuned in, but it is awesome. Let's hear the sound. There we go. So now what I want to do is something I've done on my other television or televisions that were from the 70 and 80 era. And let me show you what that is. I have the channel to where I want it. And what do we have? Pac-Man. So yeah, I'm using the external antenna connections in order for this image to come through. And keep in mind it's a black and white television, so that's the best you're going to see. It's pretty clear. I definitely get a better quality picture if I really got the right cables. But I just wanted to show you how it looks and how it sounds and how cool this is. So this is a pretty cool TV. I think it's a good pickup. I mean, yeah, the quality of the picture, I do have to adjust some things because you can see the score isn't the clearest. But again, I'm not really using the right cables. I just wanted to quickly give you all a glimpse of how this looks and to test it to make sure it does work for the inputs coming in. And here's the best part. I didn't mention it in the beginning, but if you had a guess on what I paid for this, you'd probably be amazed. Maybe not. It's only $30. $30 is not much of a risk for a television, especially for this one being 43 years old. Pretty cool looking concept of a pop-up. You know, like how many do you see like this? And it is very small and portable, and you don't have to take up too much space if you're having this displayed on your shelf. So I thought it was a win-win. Comment down below and let me know what you all think. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And until next time, keep your gaming passion from the past alive by living it today. Take care, everyone.